Notre Dame, they made a splash hire this offseason promoting their former defensive coordinator, Marcus Freeman, to the head coaching spot. He's a defensive guy, but they've got a question going on there at quarterback. You've got Tyler Buchner out there, and you've got Drew Pine are the two guys that are going to be vying for that spot. What do you see out of that quarterback room at Notre Dame?
I mean, I think it's six in one hand, a half dozen in the other. These guys are, and that's the way Brian Kelly likes it, right? These guys are almost carbon copies of each other.
Yep.
Neither one of them does anything so remarkable that you have to put them in. This isn't like Emory Jones and Anthony Richardson at Florida, right? Where one guy was so incredibly dynamic running that we had to get him into the football game. This isn't the case. This is a case where we have two guys that pretty good at passing. They're okay at doing that. Like it's what's the difference between these guys and Phil Jurkovec, who's at Boston College right now? Like they're all kind of the same guy. So I don't know that they have a special answer at quarterback. So what that means to me, and you talked about culture when we talked about Texas, the culture is going to be what propels them. And that's the big key, though, when you look at Marcus Freeman getting the keys to the car, he is helping build a solid core, a solid culture.
That was a player-led movement that really pushed for him to get the job.
Current and former
Yes,
players.
They all wanted him there, and I think that's really important because you got a guy who feels like the locker room trusts him. They want him to be there, and I think that's a big part of it. But going back to this quarterback battle, I always look at the people that are around him, and Notre Dame, as good as they have been in recruiting, I'm not exactly sure they have that top-end skill set. And that's not only on the offensive side at wide receiver, but it's on the defensive side, the quarterback and the cornerback in the secondary with the safety. So for them, I think that they're going to have to develop a lot of guys. Obviously, you've got some good tight end talent there that you want to roll with, but the wide receivers really have to show up.
Wide receivers are going to have to show up. Like Michael Mayer is a star. This guy's going to be amazing. And defensively, they get the transfer from Northwestern. So at the safety spot, that's going to help them replace Kyle Hamilton. That's a big pickup for them. I think, though, I'm not worried about the defense because that's what Marcus Freeman does.
100%.
I'm worried about the offense and what that looks like. And the big key for me that I always think about with defensive head coaches, it's what do you allow that offense to do? How explosive do you want them to be? How much are you going to challenge people down the field? Because there's some defensive coaches, like Kirby Smart, who decide, oh, we're going to keep it all in the box
can manage the game
and play safe.
Yes.
My defense is so good, we can just do that. And then there's other guys like Nick Saban now who has decided, you know what? I kind of want to press the issue, and I want to make them chase me. I'm tired of being the guy that chases. I want to make them chase me. And so we're seeing that play itself out. So we'll see what kind of coach Marcus Freeman is.